I don't care what you have to say. You are Sammy Sosa, okay? If I'm telling you you're Sammy Sosa, I need you to tell other people that you're Sammy Sosa when they come over. Does that make sense? That's why I gave you a bat, so you can play the part. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Bro, I look really weird. My entire body is bronze. Not only that, but your idea of a bat is a wine bottle. But there's bronzer on my clothes, and it looks like I'm trying to cosplay and be a Super Smash Brothers trophy. The Switch 2 is not even out yet. And even if it was, you wouldn't even be able to get a pre-order.
Did you hear that?
A pre-order! 'Cause you a bum.
Sir, how dare you call me a bum? You live here rent-free. What are you talking about? He ain't see this one coming.
Why did the doorbell just ring?
Oh, you're about to find out why. Can you guess what this is? Do you have any idea? Guess what I got, buddy? Ha! You didn't think I could do it. And I did it. And I did it. Yo, welcome to my first unboxing. It happens to be a Nintendo Switch 2. So that's a 2-for-1 in the excitement category. I got it from Target. Shout out Target for making my dreams come true. Tell you a bit of a story about it in a little bit, but let's get our camera angles changed. I wasn't planning on getting a Switch 2 on release, but what happened was I was in Japan and the Switch 2 was gonna drop. And around the time that they had done their first round of, why is this not opening? Around the time that they did their first round of available pre-orders, I was awake for that, and for whatever reason my phone didn't work for a pre-order, so I ended up not getting a pre-order. And then fast forward to today, where I end up receiving this in the mail from a successful pre-order at Target. I really just got this on a whim. Originally they had, oh my god, look at this. This looks so beautiful. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I'm trying to get you guys a good look at this. Nice. So yeah, they had an in-store drop at a bunch of places. You may know of the Best Buy midnight release, or probably the same kind of midnight release for Target. But I chose not to go to those because like I said, I didn't really care that much about it. And when I went to the store in Target, because I went like the day of its release, I ended up missing the drop by about like two or 4 hours. So I was scrambling that day before my live stream to go ahead and get my hand on one of these, but I failed. I did learn that Nintendo, or rather Target, had available pre-orders the day after online. And when I finished streaming at like 4 a.m., I just checked and it was available. So I got this on Sunday. Today is Wednesday and I haven't unboxed it yet, but today's the day. So let's just jump right in. The box feels nice. I like all the promotional images they have on here. I think they did a good job just packaging all this. And I got the Mario Kart World bundle. So let's get this opened. There's probably some tape. Yeah, there's tape there, so I gotta get this tape out. Yep. We're getting this out. Bam. Got this opened. Oh, nice. Look at that. So as soon as you open it, it has some instructions here. Plug it in and set it up. So we are going to get it plugged in and set up. But before we do that, I got to take some stuff out so I can show you guys what it's like. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. So you have like a bit of a staggered design for the Joy-Cons. Do they still call them Joy-Cons? And And then this is the tablet itself. This is what it looks like. We've got the front and the back. I'm actually holding it upside down, so I apologize. And then yeah, we just kind of slip this shit out. Bam. Ooh, this looks kind of sexy. Look at this. And look at me. But yo, this looks really nice. Very clean. So this is the blue side. And this is the red side. We've got some ports on the top here. I'm seeing if I can get this in focus. Yep. So right here, these are probably exhausts. This is a top-mounted USB-C port, a head jack port. I believe this is a game card slot. We have volume up and down, and then the power button. I was told that these Joy-Cons, they snap in instead of sliding in, how they did on the Switch 1, so we'll see how that works later. On the bottom, I would presume that these are intake ports where my thumbs are. We have a USB-C here, so depending on your orientation, you might use the bottom or the top, but I think they have the same function. So it's really just a matter of your comfort. Over here, we have a much better kickstand. Ooh, wow. This reminds me of the Microsoft Surface. I'll get you guys a video of mine in a second, but you can get a lot of these cool angles for play. So imagine you're like standing up and you just want to look at my camera setup and I'm saying hi. Well, we're making eye contact right now. So you could literally just be like standing up and then playing this thing right there on the table. Obviously, if you were sitting down, you can get a much more upright position. But I think that's really cool that they integrated that because the Nintendo Switch 1 kickstand was not that good. If I need to jog your memory, it basically came out on this side. It was a bit thicker than this, and it was just a little stand. So it probably just always kept your Switch in maybe this kind of orientation. It was very upright and not flexible at all. I was one of the many people who ended up getting like a kickstand holder of sorts, just so that way I can get a bit more flexibility here. But this is the right Joy-Con. It's got a bit of an orange hue. Nothing special here. I think we all saw this coming. I like how everything is black and then we've got orange accents. I think it's a nice design. I do miss how we had colored Joy-Cons, but the good thing is that from what I know, the Nintendo Switch 1 Joy-Cons will work with the Nintendo Switch 2. At least wirelessly. They may not fit in there, but wirelessly they'll work. So if you want a little style and flair, you still have those available to you. We've got our shoulder buttons that are actually protruding this time and bigger. Before, you used to have to like kind of play like this and dig in a bit, if that makes any sense. But now they're just like easier to press. They also feel easier to press too. Like they look easier to press, but they feel easier to press, if that makes sense. I don't know what these are. This looks like it's a pairing button. And then ultimately this thing in the middle is going to be the magnetic snap. Ooh, did you see that? Hold on, let's do it again. So do you just pull it off? Oh, it's tough. Wait, is there a release to this? Oh, there's a release. See, I was about to destroy my console. Oh, nice. Okay. That's sick. Okay, that's pretty tough. So if you look at the back, we have this like larger button. Before it was like a really small button, but as you can see, the way that it moves is just like that. So that is the safety release. And then there's a bit of force. There's a bit of force. I'm sure there's something to it, but okay. So this is a full button that pushes all the way back. Before, what I was doing is I was just kind of playing with it. But yeah, I guess if you push this back enough, it'll just push itself out like that. But that's essentially what you're doing. It's pretty easy to fit in there, so I appreciate that. Let's get the other Joy-Con out. Okay, a lot of the same stuff, but there are some differences between the left and the right. I believe this is the capture button here on the left. And then on the right, we have the home. And then this is the new chat button, I believe, for the new Nintendo Online chat feature. I heard that they're going to make it free for the first year. So if you're watching this and you're getting your hands on one pretty soon, you should be able to use this already without having to pay additional money for that online subscription. But yeah, this is what it looks like put together. God damn, I'm just like in this shot entirely. I love it. So this is a much bigger screen than the Nintendo Switch 1. This actually rivals the Steam Deck in size. I can actually get you a comparison in a second, but it's a sleek looking device. I like that they chose to go all black. And while I do miss the original colors that this thing came with, it was actually this blue and then it was like a red instead of this orange. I think this is still like a good and nice modern feel. Feels a bit heavier, of course, because it's like a lot bigger. But in general, I think this looks great. What do you think? In order from largest to smallest, we have the Steam Deck OLED. I put a skin on it. I changed some of the buttons. But in general, this is pretty much how it comes. It's a large device, pretty hefty. I love this thing, but it is a lot bigger than the Switch 2. We're looking at the Nintendo Switch 1, a very small, lightweight device. A lot of the same design elements that you're probably already used to. But yeah, just look at how this compares in size, dude. I mean, it seems like it's pretty similar, but like if we offset it like this, you can see that we're getting... I just dropped the controller. You can see that we're getting this much more space, which I think is pretty nice. Regarding the weight, I mean, Nintendo Switch 2 is significantly more heavy, but it won't be anything that I think would really strain your hands. I mean, I guess time will tell, but everything feels really good on the console. The Steam Deck is a device that I actually use a whole lot more than my Switch 1. Maybe the Switch 2 will take over, I guess, what I spend the most time playing, but this thing is just so versatile. And one thing I do like are these curves right here. I think that makes things a lot more comfortable for me. I wonder how the Switch 2 is gonna fare regarding long-term use and comfort. But yeah, it is a bigger and better device. Let's get it powered on. Well, before we can power it on, there's a bit more unboxing to do. So we can remove all of this, open this, and I can see my download code, some health and safety information, and most importantly, our cables. So what it comes with is end caps for our Switch 2 Joy-Cons. I'll put these on a bit later, but we'll have that in our wrist strap, so if you're using them wirelessly, these will be good to put on, especially for people that may not take care of your stuff as well as you might. And then this looks like it's just a 6-foot HDMI cable, is that right? Yep, 6-foot HDMI cable. This is the power adapter, and what's nice is that it is a detachable power adapter. I believe the Switch 1 did not come with a detachable power adapter. The prongs are not foldable, but this thing is pretty meaty. It's got some heft to it, and this is capable of 60-watt charging. You can see it right there. I can't really get it to focus that well. There it is, 60-watt charging. So if you're gonna be using this for, say, recharging a power bank or your cell phone or other devices, except for maybe like laptops and anything else that needs a lot of power, this brick should also charge those devices, and maybe even vice versa at full speed. So that's nice that it's a detachable plug. Here is presumably the USB-C component of this plug, probably also 6 feet, Nintendo branded wires. That's nice. We've got this, which I believe is, yes it is, okay. It's the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con grip. So if you're ever going to take your Nintendo Switch and remove the Joy-Cons so you can play this in docked mode, you get one of these for the Nintendo Switch 1. So this is the old design. Pretty nice looking, I think. I mean, obviously mine's a bit worn, but you get the idea, right? Pretty nice looking. Now you get this, the modern version. So what's really cool is somehow, some way, there's some sort of light reflection going on. So on the original Joy-Con design, you'll see that the lights are actually here. For the new Joy-Con design, the lights are actually pointing up as opposed to pointing out from here. So before there was some sort of reflection stuff going on. now it seems like it just points straight up. The real question is this also magnetic? Oh, it is. That's sick. Let's get the other one on there. There it is, man. That's sick. Super sleek looking. Compared to this one, you've got to like slide it on. Feels more like a toy than this one does. Still great products nonetheless. And yeah, since it's like black, I think it kind of like blends into the the Joy-Con grip a little bit better. So I think this looks a lot better as a presentation versus something like this. But still, viable products looking good. So if this is anything like this is, they should be able to both stand up. That's what I mean there. And let's see if you stand up. Oh, it does. That was one of my favorite features for this kind of controller. Okay, and finally, this has to be the dock, right? Let's get this open. All right, dock? Dockiana? Oh, look at that. This thing is massive, bro. Do you see this? Bro, this looks like it's a bullet train. Like, no, for real though, this is massive. We've got some ports on the side. Trying to see if I can get them lit. Yep. We've got 2 USB-A ports. The back has a Nintendo logo. Oh, HDMI goes in right here. Hey, yo. It's kind of sick. I can't really get lighting in there, but man, this is a much different design. This actually comes off. Is there no hinge on this? Yeah, no, this just completely removes. No hinge like on the Nintendo Switch 1. But similar to the connections we had before, and it's nice to see that there is an integrated Ethernet port. So it might be a bit hard to see on camera. I'm trying to get that for you. But yeah, we have an integrated Ethernet port here, HDMI, and then this is presumably USB-C power. Good thing is they'll just tell you. There you go, AC adapter, HDMI out, and LAN. So this is pretty nice that this just completely comes off instead of just folding down. So if we're looking at the inside of this, you can see that there's holes, right? This is my hand, and it's coming up in these holes right here. There's also some on the right-hand side, but generally this is all pretty open. It might be a little bit hard to see, but like right there, that is a USB-C port. So yeah, it's just gonna plug right in just like it did on the original console. There is an LED indicator just like there was before on the original dock. So excited to get this all put together. All right, so I'm trying to get this put back on, and by the looks of it, we've got 4 hooks, but these ones on the top look like they slide upward. So we're gonna try to do that now. Oh wait, this is upside down. So they don't slide upward. These ones on the top just go straight in, and then these just sit down on the bottom. So we'll probably start with these bottom clips first, and then clickety-clack, that's it. Yes, it is. Okay, we're looking great. Let's put this down, and let's get the Switch 2 on it. If I take just the tablet to see what it looks like in here, as if you're in TV mode, just get that slid in. Okay, there's no click or anything, but it does feel secure once it's inside. I mean, if you try to push it, I'm not really showing it that well, but trust me, it's not going anywhere, okay? But this is what it looks like inside. It's pretty nice. And this is what it looks like when you're presumably done playing. I think this thing looks great. What do you think? And then yeah, look at this game code, bro. Looks hella nice. I will not be giving this away because I'm freaking broke and I need this for myself. So I'm about to and download it, and then we're gonna see what it's like. But hell yeah, you'll just download it from the eShop, enter your code, and then okay to begin the download. Yay, I'm so excited to play this. All right, so I'm gonna go put this on my television, but just plug it in and turn it on with the controllers in. And then if you're gonna detach them, you're probably just gonna want to do what I was showing you before, and you press the power button. And then yeah, we'll probably get a guide on how to pair these in a second. I'll go through that with you guys in case you were curious. Here we go! Wait, let me do it again. All right, let's get this plugged in. Here we go. We're gonna get this set up now. We'll choose English. Americas. Gotta read that EULA. I'm done reading it, I promise. I'm gonna skip past this part because I don't want you to know my SSID. It's pretty funny, but I can't show it to you. And it's not this, all right? It's masked. For some reason, it's not showing up. Let me get it. Huh?
What?
There you go. Download update data. All right. Well, we can still proceed. I'm in Miami, but I guess we'll just put like, yeah, we'll just put New York time. With the Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Okay, okay. Adjust the stand to get the best viewing angle. I already did that. You can connect the AC adapter on top. That's freaking great, dude. Yeah, it was like what I was mentioning before, because I'm gonna show you what I got. But I originally got this for the Nintendo Switch 2, and basically it folds almost completely flat, but it's one of these. So basically, what you would do is I really wouldn't change the camera angle, but what you would do is you'd put this here, and then there's a gap here, so you can charge from the bottom, because Nintendo Switch 1 only had that. But this is a really good change. It really is. So you don't have to carry something extra like this around just to charge your device and keep it detached from a television. Detach the Joy-Con controllers as shown. So yeah, I've shown you guys this already. We can connect to a TV. Okay, I was trying to do this before, and that's why I have this camera angle set up. Let's see if it's gonna work now. You need the following dock: ultra high-speed HDMI cable, USB-C cable, and switch to adapter. If you connect the AC adapter to switch to, unplug it now. Okay. Right. Got all this. Connect the dock to your TV station. Check if image appears on your TV after docking the system. Okay, let's find out. I've already got it connected, so let's just fold the back, which is also magnetic, and we'll put this in. We'll see if it works. This is not working. This is not working. Hello, hello. This is future Don Plátano talking. Thank you for watching the video so far. It took me really long to fix this problem that I had here, so I ended up ending the video prematurely. But if you look below, you can see that I stream twice a week. Gaming streams, I usually play single player content. Open to a little bit of everything. If you like this video, you're probably gonna like my sense of humor live and broadcasting for you. I post a new clip every day related to my stream. As of today, that is now, I think, 173 days in a row. Trying to do everything I can to grow. If you have any feedback, you like the video, dislike the video, let me know down in the comments. Yeah, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Isn't that what people say? Guys, did I do it right? Am I a YouTuber now?